everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Brady's Patriots. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Nelson, the man in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And David Johnson on his way. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 78 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground is usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Brady gives now to Blount. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
They try again with Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
20, 22, 55, 20.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Michael Floyd, 41 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Blunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, 25 yards to the house. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Forced out to his left. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go. Wait 20.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Red zone opportunity. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Brady going to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there.
52. By 20. Goal 50.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Brady gives this one to Lewis. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Nelson. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Get ready.
Slot man moves right. Time running out here on the play clock. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
On first down, it's Palmer. Room here to run. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Cards are going to have a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the slot man goes in motion left. Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And he's got some space here. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On 4th down, the Cards will call on Chandler Catanzaro to try and put up 3. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Blunt, the lone running back. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Get ready.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Deep. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Mirror. Sally 19. Sally 19.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Get ready. Blue 58.
Halfback sent in motion. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Regular. Let's go. Blue. Regular. Mirror. Sally 19.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Underneath for Johnson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Markevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Get ready. Regular. Mirror.
The play clock's running down. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And able to find John Brown. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They give them 15 more, and it's another first down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Blue 95.
On 3rd down, Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Right now, 1-18.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Get ready.
Palmer looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
All right, here we go. Easy.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Mirror. Sally 19. Blue 58. Blue 50.
They begin the drive with Johnson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. In motion right is Fitzgerald. On 2nd down, Johnson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Get ready. Blue 50.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. You got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Johnson, 45 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They start on the ground here with Blount. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Brady to throw on second down. It's Floyd on the right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And quickly, they get to the line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On second down, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's back to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. Backing up. All kinds of time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. That'll make it 4. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he knocks it through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now it's Palmer. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Regular. Get ready. Wide. Seam. Regular.
And the back goes into motion.
Mirror.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
All right, now. Seam. Regular.
Palmer to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down now after the pass completion.
Get ready. Wide 18. Sally 19.
Halfback sent in motion.
Seam.
Here's Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Regular.
Throwing now is Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He's got Floyd out left. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A huge play there in overtime, 66 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. 1st and goal here from the 9. Now Blunt. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like
tonight, we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong.